Hey everyone, it's Laynie and welcome to my channel. How are you guys doing today? I hope your day is off to a great start. I'm getting a little bit of a late start today, I won't lie. The whole fam, we got together and we took a late morning nap for like 2.5 hours. I feel like a new person, I cannot lie. And I have a cup of coffee. It's a good day. But seriously though, I hope you guys are doing well. Please pardon my crazy bangs. It's raining here today. There's just no chance of having a good hair day. Today's video is going to be testing out a whole bunch of niche fragrances I finally ordered from Twisted Lilly. Oh my goodness, it's about time. I wanted to play around and I'm on a budget. Of course, I have to throw this out there. If you guys enjoy fragrance content, makeup content, and lifestyle content, please click the subscribe button, join the fam. You will not regret it. My channel is growing and I'm so thankful. You guys, I'm so close to hitting 2,000 subscribers. That is my goal for this year because if I hit 2,000, I will have as many subscribers as my hometown has people. Pretty stinking cool in my opinion. So yes, make sure you click that subscribe button and now we will jump on into today's video. I have 7 fragrances here. I do want to run you through the ones that I picked. I have Fragrance du Bois, Minuit Demi. I've been so curious about this one because I do feel like the way she's described it, I'm a pretty gourmand girl. It sounds up my alley. Then I picked up Parfums de Marly Oriana, which I actually did smell it in store one time. But does anyone else get nervous at perfume counters when you know you're not going to buy anything? So you don't want to like loiter there too long. So I like smelled it real quick and ran away. So I'm excited to be able to spend a minute with it. Vanilla Cafe by Sud Pacifique. I don't actually remember picking that one, but that's cool. I actually have one Sud Pacifique fragrance, the banana one. I do like it. It smells straight up like banana Laffy Taffy, so I don't reach for it often. It only has a certain time and place. The one I might be the most excited for outside of Minuit Demi is Mango Skin by Wilhelm Perfumes. And then I picked up Amber Fever by Mancera. Mancera is definitely one that I feel like I could afford if I was going to pick out something niche. I just love amber fragrances, so I had to grab that. And then I have here Intense Cafe by Montal because I hear a lot of people talking about it. Plus Intense Cafe Ristretto because again I hear a lot of people talking about it and like debating back and forth on which one they like more. So I wanted to play around. Per usual, I'm going to my tried and true Fragrantica to look at all the notes and the details. I will list them down below their Fragrantica sites. So starting with Minuit Demi, one that I'm very excited to try. I honestly hear a lot of not rave reviews of this fragrance. I think it is because of the fact that she's a YouTuber, so I think that's always going to kind of play into people's opinions on a fragrance, sadly. Like, if they don't love her channel, sometimes they're going to not leave rave reviews. I do kind of hate that about the online world. It's like, you guys, like, if you don't like her, don't test it out, or definitely don't leave her nasty reviews, because those of us who may be interested want to know the true reviews. Like, if it sucks, we want to know legitimately it sucks, and people aren't leaving those nasty reviews just because they don't like her. So, the Accords of Minuit Demi by Fragrance du Bois, which is so expensive. I think it's over $400 a bottle. I'll put the price on the screen for you guys of the full size. It says, main accords are warm, spicy, caramel, sweet, vanilla, aromatic, woody, powdery, cinnamon, musky, coffee. Like, I love a lot of those. The notes in here are, in the top notes, we have cardamom, pimento, and bergamot. Now, the one reason I'm a little nervous for this one is I don't love spicy. If it's too spicy, it can get kind of BO-y on me, especially right now that we're in the summertime. But bergamot is such a fresh scent that I'm like, okay, maybe it'll tame it. I really don't know much about pimento, but it looks like a pepper in the picture. Middle notes are caramel and coffee. Now we're speaking my language. Base notes, vanilla, Madagascar vanilla, love vanilla. Cinnamon, love cinnamon. Tobacco, love it. Musk, love it. Liqueur, it's hit or miss for me on liqueur. I love Invite Only from Kayali, which is definitely a liqueur fragrance, but I don't like smelling like a bar. I'm not a drinker, so if it's too boozy, it's not for me. Cedar, Vetiver, and Cashmerian. And out of 5 stars on Fragrantica, this only got 3.39 out of only 341 votes. So again, I just don't know what to expect. I honestly thought this was going to be very black opium. That's a very well-known coffee fragrance. I personally love it. I'm really in love with the new Black Opium with the lime green packaging. It has fig in there, which makes it more creamy. This is way more fresh, gourmand than I would have expected. There's definitely a spice in there, but there's enough of like that powderiness, and I think that bergamot, it really makes it fresh. It's sweet, but it is not overly sweet. I believe this is supposed to be unisex. Honestly, I can see it. I don't think I would personally want it on my husband. I'm much more into like kind of the traditional like masculine smelling scents. They can be clean, they can be modern, but I definitely lean towards being into a more masculine scent on him. But I could totally see a guy getting away with this. It's just so much more fresh than I would have expected. It's very smooth, you guys. Like, the notes are so blended that it's really hard to distinguish one from the other. It's smooth, it's definitely powdery, it's sweet, but it's not sickeningly sweet. It's not even like really edible sweet. It's just sweet. It's ultra wearable. I honestly thought going into this, this would be a very winter scent to me. I think you could wear this all year round, especially at night. I think in the blistering sun, it might be not quite what you're looking for. I don't think it would be terrible, but in like a summer evening, it's still hot out, but the sun's down, it would be perfect. There's an elegance to it. This is like the all-around fragrance to me, in the fact that I get a very elegant vibe from it, but it's not so dressy that it could only be worn to an elegant occasion. On the right woman, like with just boyfriend jeans, some cute little sneakers, a white tee, hair up in a messy bun, and a nice bag, like, you would be so approachable but very elegant at the same time. Oh my gosh, I really like this. I really like that. Honestly, like, if budget is not a big deal to you, I think it's a very easy wear, very likable, overall well done, just well blended fragrance. I've never smelled Fragrance de Bois before. I know they're supposed to be excellent, and honestly, I'm really impressed with this. The one thing I will say about the type of fragrance, I feel like it's a type of fragrance that you could find in much more affordable fragrances, just because it is that sweetish, powdery, a little gourmandy. So it's not like something you smell and you're like, that would, like, if you walked by me, I wouldn't think, oh, that costs almost $500 a bottle. But it's how well blended it is for me that kind of says that it is a higher end fragrance. And again, there's just that hint of elegance in there that takes it up a notch, but it could be elegant occasion, date night, or jeans and a tee. I'm really impressed. Next up, we have Oriana. Like I said, I have smelled this one before, so it's not a total first impressions, but I smelled it and then ran away from the counter before they tried to talk me into buying it. And I will say the same thing I said after I smelled it. It reminds me so much of Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. And I don't know how they compare in price, Oriana by Parfums de Marly versus Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. They're very similar. Like, if you already had one, you don't need the other. I think I might like Oriana just barely. My nose is changing, you guys. Like, I used to hate fresh fragrances. I don't know if it's because we're in summer now that I'm kind of craving it more, but all of a sudden I've been liking fresh fragrances a lot more. And I think Oriana has just a little more freshness. Like, Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy to me is very much just marshmallow in my face sweetness, where this is that marshmallow, that sweetness, but mix it with Tide laundry soap. That's what it smells like, fresh laundry to me. And I never thought I would say I would like that, but I like it. I do like this one, you guys. In the pink bottle, I want it bad. I do know sometimes you can find good deals online at discount stores. So like, if I could ever get this for like around $150, I would spend that, just because designer can be up to like the 120s, so like that I would be willing to do, but I would never spend $300 a bottle on this because it does remind me of laundry soap. So the main accords are sweet, citrus, fruity, musky, white floral, powdery, and vanilla. The top notes in here are mandarin orange, grapefruit, and bergamot. That is interesting to me. I definitely do get some citrus, but with those notes reading it, I would think like ultra citrus. But I think it's because the marshmallow overpowers the citrus that I don't get like hit in the face with pure citrus, because I'm not a huge citrus fragrance person. Orange blossom, raspberry, blackcurrant. There's definitely a fruitiness to it. Marshmallow, whipped cream, musk, and ambrette. I definitely feel like the marshmallow and the whipped cream, it all really overpowers the rest. So like you've got the marshmallow in your face, and then the marshmallow kind of carries all those other notes. I really like it. It's very, again, it's very likable. It's like, it's just ultra likable. It's that girl at school that everybody likes, everybody gets along with. She smiles a lot. She's friends with everybody. I don't think anybody would smell this and hate it. Let's see. It got 3.84 out of 5 stars with 756 votes. This one to me is definitely more spring, summer night, a rainy day like today. It would kind of lift your spirits. I don't think I would wear this in winter. It wouldn't smell bad, but I like a little more oomph in my winter fragrances. I personally think they knocked it out of the park with this one because Parfums de Marly, the other bottles to me, I know a lot of people love them. They're not my favorite. I don't know why. I personally, I just don't love them. But that hot pink grabs my attention. I don't see how you could truly hate it. Like, it might not be your type of fragrance, but I don't see how anybody you're around could be like, oh God, that's nasty. Because it's just a very likable, fresh, fun, easygoing, likable, very feminine scent. Sud Pacifique Vanilla Cafe. The only thing I hate about this is it's not a spritzer. I wish I would have known that. I hate these type of samples. Like, why do they even do this anymore? No one likes these. Now, this is claiming it's an extrait, I think, on the paper in front of me. Let's see, and then I just spilled some out. And I just spilled some because no one likes these bottles. No one. And again, it's like hard to get the full experience because the scent is not filling the room because it wasn't sprayed into the room. What if I like every single one of these? Oh no, my wallet. The accords in here are vanilla, coffee, warm, spicy, powdery, amber, woody, sweet, almond, balsamic. Love all of those. 3.99 out of 5, so the highest rating so far out of 150 votes. This was only launched in 2019, so it's pretty new. I am curious what the longevity is. I'm going to see what people rated it because I do feel like my other comp Sud Pacifique doesn't have the longest longevity. So people are rating this one as moderate to long lasting, and some even said eternal, so that's good. Let's look at the top notes. I'm very curious because this is another one that's just like so well blended. The notes are just like melting into one another. It's edible, you guys. It is so edible. Top notes: coffee and green almond. I love almond fragrances, like such a fan of almond. Then it is Siam benzoin. Then on the base you have vanilla absolute, cedar, and white musk. This is good, you guys. You know what I would be interested? I haven't got a chance to smell the there's a vanille. It's in the old-fashioned looking bottle. It's an EG Toilette. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. You can get it from, I think it's like Urban Outfitters. I'm blanking on the brand. But anyways, I'm wondering if these would smell similar. Let's see what people said in the similar category. Oh, people are saying it smells similar to Coffee Break. To me, coffee, it is similar. And like, I can see what people are saying, but I get a lot more coffee in Coffee Break than I do this. Like, I do pick up the coffee, but this one is like if you did a splash of coffee with a whole lot of half and half and a whole lot of sugar. Outremer Vanille. Okay, that's what I would be curious because when I first smelled this, honestly, the level of sugar and sweetness I got reminded me a lot of cotton candy. And I know that Outremer, I don't know how to say Outremer Vanille has a cotton candy note with the vanilla. This one reminds me of cotton candy, and I'm a sucker for cotton candy. This one to me is ultra creamy, ultra sweet, like syrupy sweet. If you had like almost like a dulce de leche level of that, like milky, creamy, edible. There is coffee in there, but it's not in your face. The warm spicy, I don't really get a spicy vibe from this. Now, to me, it's warm in the sense that sometimes a lot of sweet fragrances come across as warm because they're so edible. It feels like a dessert fresh out of the oven. I think that almond makes it extremely, extremely creamy. It's very sweet, but it's not sickeningly sweet. I think in the right weather it would be. But this would be wonderful, especially in the colder months. This one is amazing. This one, though, you have to be a sweets fan. You have to be a gourmand fan. To me, this is straight up gourmand. The Minuet Demi, the Oriana, it's still perfumey sweet. This is edible, gourmand. I'm getting it's just a creamy, sugary vanilla syrup. Again, think almost like a dulce de leche. That is good, you guys. So good, so yummy, like I'm kind of hungry after smelling that. That's how yummy it is. Next up, we have the one that I was actually the most excited for. This is the Wilhelm Parfumerie Mango Skin. There's something about the Wilhelm bottles that just catch my eye. To me, the bottle screams niche, high-end. It's just very elegant. There's something about the etching in the glass, the yellow label. It's just eye-catching to me. I really love it. So, in here we have accords of tropical, fruity, floral, sweet, musky, woody, citrus, powdery, and terpenic, which I don't even know what terpenic means. What is terpenic? Do you guys know? My fragrance junkies on here, I don't know what that actually means. It has 3.67 stars out of 5 with 852 votes, so actually lower than I would have expected. It came out in 2018. It has top notes of mango, orange, violet, middle notes of frangipani, mango blossom, ylang ylang, and then base notes of blackcurrant musk, red wine, and civet. So definitely some interesting notes. Civet is an actual animal, and red wine, I hate wine, so we'll see. I may love it, I may hate it. There's something about it though that made me think, oh, maybe I would really enjoy this in the heat of the summer. It is tropical, you guys. Yes, absolutely. It screams summertime. I could see this one being definitely unisex. Definitely unisex. There's something about the level of green kind of citrusy tones in here that make it very unisex to me. It does have that sweet floral scent in there. The mango is beautiful. I don't think I have anything with mango notes in it. The blackcurrant in there, I think it gives it a little tartness. A lot of my blackcurrant fragrances offer a bit of tartness, which I really love, especially in a great summer fragrance. I think I'm getting the red wine too. Just that little bit of like tart grapiness in there. I really don't know anything about civet, but I love it in here, whatever it is. I don't know why people don't like this. So in the things it reminds people of, there is an Escada fragrance, and honestly, I could totally get that. I cannot lie. Like, I know Wilhelm perfumes are expensive. I don't know how much off the top of my head. Okay, so a lot of people rated it way overpriced and said that it's only moderate to slightly long lasting. I do feel like it's definitely toning down the longer I smell it. But there's something so wonderful about this. I wonder if I'm sort of into it because, one, yes, it's summertime, so like this is what I'm craving. But also to find a really good tropical scent, it is kind of tricky. I feel like I haven't found a lot of tropical scents that scratch the itch for me. That opening though is so, so good. It's still yummy on the paper, but that opening is like, it catches your attention. You want to roll around in it, swim in it. It smells so good. Do you see how I just like lost control of my stick here? It tames down a lot though quickly, so I don't think this is going to be a powerhouse. Love it, and enjoy it. But it would only fill one season for me. It wouldn't be an everyday grab. It would be like, I'm going to go lay outside. I'm going to a lunch by the pool. It's not an all day, everyday type of wear. It gets a lot more fresh as it tones down. I could really see this being unisex though, which is intriguing. There is a sweetness and a fruitiness, so you'd have to be into that. But the freshness and the level of like citrusy greenness I was getting could be unisex. I could see this walking the line of a Bath & Body Works body spray. Honestly, I bet you if I went to Bath & Body Works, I could find something there in their summer line that would remind me a lot of this. even if I had the money, I don't know if I could justify it because I feel like this could be replicated so easily on a budget and it's wearing off so quickly. So I'm on the fence with this one, but I really enjoyed that opening. That opening was beautiful. Okay, next up we have the Mancera Amber Fever. The notes in here, the accords in here are woody, amber, caramel, whiskey, sweet, powdery, musky, vanilla, rose, warm, and spicy. So it definitely sounds like fall to me. Winter, 4.03 out of 5, 382 votes, so the highest so far. And the note breakdown is caramel, whiskey, tonka bean, hazelnut. Love the idea of hazelnut. I love a good nutty perfume. I love a caramel fragrance. Middle notes of rose, Indian jasmine, and violet. Rose is hit or miss for me. Base notes of amber, white musk, teak wood, oak moss. So this is definitely supposed to be unisex. Honestly, totally unisex, almost leaning masculine to me. I wonder if anyone else said that. Let me look at my little Fragrantica here. Everyone said very unisex, leaning slightly more feminine, but to me, this is leaning masculine. Like, this is not one I would want to wear. I will probably give this to my husband because I think it would smell good on him. Maybe it's because I just did that mango one. Let's see. Smell my coffee. It did help a little bit, but I don't know, this is, maybe again it's because it's summertime, it's a little more masculine than I want to go. That, I think it's that teak wood. I'm getting a really woody base in there. I do get the amber, but it's very woody to me. Very, very dry, woody base. My go-to amber right now is the Olympia Intense. Like, that is feminine amber to me. It's so sweet and syrupy. I love it. If you are the type of woman that's like running meetings, you are the CEO, you are in charge, and you want to make a statement, this would do it. It's like a power fragrance. But if you are more girly, feminine, playful, this isn't for you. And I'm in that zone right now because it is summertime, so it's just not working for me right now. I'll have to come back to it maybe in the wintertime. It is a beautiful fragrance. Honestly, I love the amber I'm getting in there. I actually really enjoy that teak wood scent, but again, it's masculine to me. Like, I would want to smell this on my husband, not myself. Like, I do like the candle teak wood from Bath & Body Works, but I wouldn't burn it in my home because it's too masculine for my home. So I think it's that teak wood that's really making this into like a cologne for me. Okay, next up we have Intense Cafe by Montal. The main accords in here are rose, vanilla, coffee, floral, powdery, warm, spicy, musky, amber, and sweet. 4.01 with 5,000 votes. Holy cow, like, a lot of people have this one. And this one is ranked almost as highly as the Amber Fever. I do think Montal and Mancera are like the same owner. Don't quote me on it, but I think so. You have top notes of just general floral notes, middle notes of rose, coffee, vanilla, I can't read. Middle notes of rose and coffee, and then the base notes of vanilla, musk, and amber. Right away I was like, I've smelled this before. I have Montal's Sensual Instinct. It reminds me so much of that. It also reminds me of Kayali Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. Like, they all remind me of each other. It's that Middle Eastern rosy, thick, heavy scent. It just reminds me so much of Sensual Instinct. Again, definitely fall, winter. It's a heavy, powerful fragrance. It's very, very, like, you smell like money. It's very Middle Eastern to me. It's such a, like, thick, dark rose scent. It's not like a green rose or a light-hearted rose. It is a deep, dark, rich rose. I get the coffee in there, but it's not over the top in your face coffee. For me, I thought this was going to be more of like a coffee break type fragrance. I think I actually pick up the coffee a little bit more in my Black Opium. And I could see myself enjoying this in those colder months. It's not my favorite. I think it's just because I feel so much like I have smelt this before. Like, it reminds me of those others that I mentioned. It's not unique to me at this point, so it's not like, oh wow, I can't believe this, it's so good. And now Intense Cafe Restorato. I don't know how to say that. This one has a more playful vibe to it. And it's sweeter. It's a little bit more airy. It's not so thick and dense. Okay, the main chords in here are coffee, rose, vanilla, warm, spicy, caramel, sweet, powdery, musky, woody, floral. We have 4.16 out of 5 stars, 1,000 votes. So this is actually the highest rating we have so far. Top notes of coffee, turkey, red rose. Middle notes of roasted coffee beans, French rose, woodsy notes. Base notes of vanilla, caramel, white musk, and amber. This one is a lighter rose to me. It's not like that deep, dark, deep, syrupy rose. It's a lighter rose. It's a more playful rose. I'm definitely getting more coffee in this one. I think it's a little bit more musky, which keeps it a little bit lighter. It lifts it a little bit. I get the sweetness. I get the vanilla. I like this one. Now, this is one I would actually have a bottle of. I think you could wear this one all year because it is lighter. It's not so powerful and dense. It would smell really great in the cold months, of course, but this one is more all year for me. I really like this one. I do get a little bit of that more powdery sense. This is the more feminine version of Intense Cafe to me. Like this one, it could be unisex, but for me, I would say it's leaning feminine. I actually really like this one. This is very wearable. The Intense Cafe takes the right person. Like, you have to be able to wear that fragrance or it's gonna wear you. This one, I feel like everybody could wear it. It could be fancy occasion or, again, jeans and a tee. There's just a soft sweetness. This one is just more lighthearted. It's just softer. Like, I feel like it would make you move differently. Like, the Intense Cafe to me is like you're a bad bee walking into work. You've got kind of a heavy foot as you're walking. This one, you're just kind of light and approachable. I really like that one, actually. Okay, so honestly, overall, I'm really impressed with all of these. They were fun to smell. If you enjoy me diving into more niche content, let me know because this is a way I can do it for you guys. I'm all game to buy samples, and it is fun to explore and try out the different fragrances. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I seriously enjoyed it. I'm seriously debating like which one do I want to wear to my friend's house tonight. Alright guys, so have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here, and as always, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.